Duval.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back, Fourth and Forever. It's been about a week now since we had a show. We haven't talked about the conference championships at all. We did miss that a little bit. Sorry, I was busy. I was super busy this week with school stuff. But I have my schedule cleared out now. We got Super Bowl coming up this weekend. We'll do a Super Bowl. We'll do a deeper dive into the Super Bowl. We record Wednesday night. Seahawks Patriots. Obviously, very excited about that. It's going to be a good one. I'm really excited to get into that with you guys. But I want to know, how was your guys' week?
Good. I got to play golf again, you know.
Yeah, I see that you're golfing a lot.
It was very early in the morning. Tee time was 7. I woke up at 6:30 to get ready. It was 22 degrees outside. I got to the course. It was 24 degrees outside. It wasn't
like windy, though, was it?
No, it was very windy. It was very, very painful to play. I was like, let me get some range balls so I can go and like smack a few just to get warmed up. Torture. My hands, every time I'd hit a ball, I'd just feel like they would shatter. It was just, everything was so cold.
Trying to grip a club and also play in below freezing temps.
Yeah. Up until about like the 12th hole, it started to warm up a little bit and get comfortable. It was torture. I actually played pretty well, all things considered. But yeah, torture. Very fun though.
Good. Cameron, how about yourself?
I just worked, bro. I got nothing fun or exciting. The highlight of my week was making a 5-team trade on the Trade Finder that neither of you responded to.
That was way too. That was one of those like
it was
I ain't reading all
that. The word, yeah.
Congrats,
it was word. I want to see like the little screen that you.
I sent the screenshot. The screenshot.
Did you send the screenshot? I only saw the
Yes,
text.
and then I broke it down with words.
Bro, I'm so sorry.
My own co-host.
Oh, there it is.
Read my text to them.
Wait.
I missed it in between Mason's. Let me see.
Mine,
and then your text.
Mine didn't load.
Okay.
That's why I didn't see.
Yeah, I just saw the picture now as well. Holy cow!
A 5-team trade involving the Lakers, the Bucks, Memphis, Rockets, and Warriors, and I broke down verbally everything that would happen and why it could feasibly, not that it will, happen. And these motherfuckers didn't respond. Period.
Yeah, my bad,
Bro,
man.
I feel like
bad.
the Rockets get shafted in this. We just get the whole Memphis
You
Grizzlies
just get the
team.
Grizzlies.
You get depth in exchange for KD, and we call it okay with that.
The Warriors
You also get off of Fred VanVleet.
Brandon Clark. Giannis's brother, Theon. Is his name Theonis? Thanasis, my apologies.
Thanasis with
Well, the
ass.
Warriors get KD and Giannis because fuck you. That's why.
We get a lot of Grizzlies get a lot of first round picks here. So
The Grizzlies are the team that walks away with the best package.
Yeah, I think so too. We get Draymond and 40-year-old Draymond Green.
No,
in his prime still.
I'm not even looking at it. This is how sicko I am. I know the details. The Grizzlies get the best package because you walk away with, I think, 4 first-round picks, a 2nd-round pick, and in 2 years, all of the money comes off your books, and you have money to spend in Cade Cunningham's free agency class, which is like the Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green group when they hit free agency.
Stop acting like
fuck.
Memphis is going to be in any of these free agent talks.
Okay, we can talk about how the fact that your owner's a war criminal. How about that?
How about Steph Curry?
Steph Curry, my goat, is washed and also a war criminal.
Yeah, this is a big bombshell that all these athletes and owners are actually war criminals. It's very funny.
So, like, Brett, how was your week?
Yeah, found out my owner was a war criminal to start off my week. That was great. But other than that, I've been pretty good, man. Just getting in the swing of school and stuff. Still trying to, keep everything on my plate balanced and, trying to keep all my cups full, for my family and everyone else as well. So very happy to be back with you guys, though. I'm glad it's 10 o'clock p.m. right now on Sunday, very late. But like I said, happy we got the time to be here. And let's get into it. We're going to talk a little bit of the NFL coaching cycle. All hirings are done now, so we can break it down a little bit. I got a lot of college hoops talk that we'll get into, and then we'll get into our nickname draft. Sound good, everyone?
Yeah,
buddy.
All right, first coaching hire that I wanted to talk about, Joe Brady was named the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. Like I told you guys already, but I love this hire. Offensive mastermind. You could not let him out of the building, even though you fired Sean McDermott. Fun stat, in 2024, he led the Bills to becoming the first team in NFL history to score 30-plus rushing and receiving touchdowns in one season. So, I mean, pretty impressive.
Wow.
You're able to do it both with Josh Allen throwing and running along with James Cook. The offense also averaged 30.9 points a game. I mean, basically 31. We could just set 31 there. But I was very excited about this hire. His press conference was a little weird. He had some odd answers to some stuff, but I don't take that. I take that stuff with a grain, considering Liam Cohen last year, completely weirded everyone out, and we went in this whole offseason going, yeah, was he the right hire? And it's like, obviously, he went 12-5, led the Jacks to the playoffs. He was the right hire. So, like I said, I don't take
fresh cut though. That press conference cut is crazy, dude.
Joe Brady. Yeah, the press conference, ginger fade. But there's never been a more ginger coach than Joe Brady, man.
No, never.
No, but I love this hire again. I was very excited. He was part of that offensive staff that led LSU to that amazing national title run. I believe he was on a Super Bowl staff at one point as well. I'd have to look into it again. Again, my favorite hire of the whole cycle. I don't think the Bills had to look very far to get their guy, and I think they got him. Do you guys have anything on that? Do you guys have anything on Joe Brady that you want to talk about?
No.
No? All right. We can move on then. Cameron, I know you're Joe Brady stan.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Joe Brady. I'm a big fan of coaches who are just fucking weird. And seems like my type of guy, so.
Yeah,
the nerdier coaches are always the better ones.
Dude, if you seem socially awkward on the podium, I'm signing you. Yeah. Fucking come on. If you had to whisper.
That's all the interview should be, is just putting the coach on a podium.
Right. If you had to whisper your answers to yourself in the mirror before you came out, my guy, let's go.
If I see you visibly sweating through your shirt.
The ugly, not saying Joe Brady's ugly, but it's always like the ugly, weird, nerdy people that are so good at their job that it's like, yeah, that they're the best hires. You
got that new fade, man.
You don't want some handsome. D'Amico Ryans is handsome. But typically, you don't want that.
Bro, he's sexy. You
don't
skip
typically
handsome,
want
bro.
that.
That is a good-looking man.
D'Amico Ryan just has it all, I guess.
He does. What do you give the man who has it all, man?
A quarterback who can throw the ball.
Okay.
I've never seen your face change so fast. All right,
with the one signing news, I don't know if you're going to talk about it, but Clint Kubiak, they're saying he's going to go to the Raiders.
I did have that in here, yeah, because we had a bunch break today. Today was the perfect day for us to record because all the hirings got filled today, so it was the perfect day. But did we talk about Mike McCarthy already?
I know we did not
in the last show.
Oh,
I don't really have much to say.
We talked about how it's fucking weird. You can sign as an OC and still headhunt for a head coach.
No, that was Mike McDaniels.
Wrong guy. Sorry.
Sorry. Mike McCarthy. It's the old Cowboys head coach.
That is a weird hire.
Steelers fans should feel really bad about themselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
They got a real yinzer though, man. This is like the perfect Pittsburgh coach, man. He's just big, round, and red. And
they're not following my strategy though. You guys have to lose a couple years. You cannot continue with this quarterback bullshit.
But they're going to stay exactly the same because Mike McCarthy is pretty much the exact same coach. He's a good coach, yeah.
So
he's
they're
pretty much the exact same hire.
They're going to make the wild card or damn near close. They're going to have a terrible mid-round pick, and it's just going to be another rinse and repeat cycle.
That's what they do, man. That's what they do. That's what the Steelers do.
I don't like the Steelers fans that much. You guys are loyal, but I do want to see you guys win.
The Yinzers, man. They're fun.
I do want to see them win, dude.
Yinzer is an awesome nickname, by the way.
I do. That won't be taken in the draft, unfortunately, but
no.
An honorable mention early on.
I've got good nicknames, just terrible people. By the way,
I got some good ones lined up. I don't think I'm gonna win this draft, but I'm pretty happy with my picks. But Mason, you mentioned it. Clint Kubiak was hired by the Raiders today. The Seahawks.
Oh, he was hired. I thought there was.
I think it was made official.
Okay.
Because they announced it as if that he had already taken the job. So he was announced as. I guess it's not 100% official because he can't technically take the job until after the Super Bowl. But I think it's pretty much
that's crazy
handshake agreement. Yeah. Yeah, that would be crazy if it was like college where he had to walk away from the team right before a bowl game or the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
But he still gets to be there, so that's awesome. I mean,
honestly, kudos to the Seahawks for allowing him to do interviews while he's still coaching.
I I'm like iffy about that because like you want your guys to be able to like advance.
Focus. Yeah.
Right, but like you obviously don't want them to leave the building, of course, either. But also, I would rather have my OC focused on the biggest
instead
game.
of going and interviewing. I'm saying
Right.
kudos to them though, because
For letting. I
if
agree.
it was my team, hell nah. You can wait, dude.
Yeah, maybe we won't make the playoffs next year, and you can try again next year.
Yeah.
Right.
But the Raiders did hire Clint Kubiak. Seattle ranked third in points per game this year with 28.4, eighth in total yards, and with 228.1, and just overall one of the best offenses in the league. They got it done on the ground. He was a big part of the Sam Darnold kind of resurgence. So I'm happy to see Clint Kubiak get a chance, and he'll have.
Now he gets Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna have a great time. He's gonna have a great time with Fernando Mendoza.
Oh man.
But he's also a run first type of coach too. So Ashton Genty, if you have him like in a keeper league, hold on to him. I know he's disappointing this year, but you finally have a head coach who's going to scheme around your amazing running back. So get ready, Raiders fans. You're going to be 6-11.
I'm going to predict it now. They're going to the playoffs next year.
Interesting.
They're going to be 3-14. It's an organizational curse.
Yeah, there's something about the Raiders I just can't believe in.
We're going to be sitting here a year from now being like, yeah, next year's the year. There's a really good wide receiver coming out. They'll take first overall.
I don't know. I think Fernando
Jeremiah
Mendoza
Smith,
is going to be immediate, just great.
Yeah, I think he'll be awesome.
Oh,
too.
he's definitely worth a few wins.
And yeah, especially with the Chiefs probably on another down year with Pat Mahomes missing probably like at least the first 4 or 5 games. So yeah, good chance for them. Yeah, good chance for them to take it though. The most shocking hire, not shocking in sense like, oh my God, in sense of like, oh, I completely forgot about them. The Cardinals signed Rams offensive coordinator Mike LaFleur, brother of Matt, as their head coach. And a fun little tidbit stat for you. He's the 4th offensive coordinator hired under Sean McVay to become a head coach. And that's not including other D coordinators as well, because we'll get to another D coordinator who got hired later. But let's go ahead and name these names. Matt LaFleur was the first one in 2017. Kevin O'Connell, 2019 with the Vikings. Liam Cohen, the most recent one, and now Mike LaFleur with the Cardinals. Boy, I don't know what to think of this job. I mean, sorry, give me one sec. If you're a coordinator, kind of looking to break the scene as a head coach, like you kind of look at every opportunity as something you want to take on and build as your own and be the guy who like turn around a franchise. I don't know if the Arizona Cardinals are capable of that.
No.
I don't know if they'll ever be capable of that. I don't know if Kyler Murray is that good anymore. He's going to be 29 going into the season. He's still very short and has not played very well.
During the offseason, he used to go to Japan and get that leg extensioning surgery.
Or
You
go to
see a
Turkey
guy's-
and get the hair extensions and
You wanna
maybe
see a guy's
bump him up
leg-
a little bit.
Fucking explode when he gets tackled. Go ahead and get that leg length.
No, dude, it would be the mid shin. Those things would be so brittle.
There would literally be like a bunch of toothpicks, toothpicks duct taped together.
You thought Alex Smith was a gross injury? Just wait till he gets lit up.
Yeah, his legs just rip off. No, do they have a good pick though? The Arizona Cardinals.
I think they're like 3 or 4. I think they're somewhere in there. I'd have to let me look that up. Go ahead and keep talking.
I mean, that's
pull that up.
honestly not awful. Because you still could get rid of Kyler Murray. I do think somebody like the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
The Miami Dolphins, the Jets.
They have the 3rd pick. Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to get that out.
I think you could trade Kyler Murray to one of those teams mentioned for. You're not going to get anything, but you have the 3rd overall pick, so you could have a fresh start with a fresh coordinator. I know there's a lot more missing on that team, but maybe you could get in Marvin Harrison's head and kind of revitalize him and get a young quarterback in there with a young offensive coordinator.
I was gonna say it might be a good year for maybe like even like a bridge quarterback just to come in like not and like a bad example is Geno Smith this year with the Raiders, but maybe you look for a veteran guy that like looking for a chance, and maybe you don't waste that third
Phillip
pick.
Rivers.
Yeah, Phillip Rivers. One more go. Let's go. If Kurt Warner did it, Phillip Rivers can definitely do it.
Wait, Joe Flacco. He ain't retired.
See, that would be awesome too. Yeah, just bring in someone as like a rental for this year. You're you're not firing Mike LaFleur after 1 year. You're hiring this guy for the long haul. So if you're willing to like have a year where maybe he loses 11 to 12 games, and you fall into like where you are now with that third, fourth pick, there's going to be a ton of good quarterbacks coming out next year. Granted, if they all pan out, we were saying the same thing last year about this class. I was supposed to have Arch Manning, Lenore Sellers, Drew Aller, and they all sucked. So it didn't matter. But this class coming up next year is supposed to be really good again. I think maybe that's a perfect situation for them to kind of just take a bridge guy, like you said, maybe Joe Flacco. I actually really like that. I think that would be so much fun to see Joe Flacco in that.
I know they have the best tight end in the league. So, I mean, you put anyone that can throw a ball straight.
Why am I blanking on his name? Trey McBride.
Trey McBride.
Yep.
You put anyone that can throw anything straight, you are probably going to win at least 2 games.
Yeah. Cameron, you got anything?
Do we think they should, at the 3rd overall pick, take Diego Pavia, another undersized quarterback?
And just have him.
I guarantee Arizona Cardinals will never have a quarterback under 6 foot ever again.
Yeah, that was
the owner of that team is like, no, there's no way.
Fool me once, shame on me.
Yeah,
Fool me twice.
Yeah. I'd rather trade this pick for Anthony Richardson.
Right,
we're gonna go the opposite way. We're gonna go as tall as we can.
Do you know what I saw a story on this weekend, Mason? You're not going to believe this because you just said his name, and I can't believe I forgot to tell you this.
Anthony Richardson.
It's about Anthony Richardson switching to tight end.
No,
I'm
really?
Never wrong.
It's not like officially he's going to. It was like it was more just like a team could trade, like the Ravens could trade for him, and like make him that. Yeah. It's not like, oh, this is gonna happen, but it's like in.
Wait,
talks,
that means somebody's
like
listening to this podcast.
There's
somebody important has listened to this before.
We just need one. We just need one. We just need.
Yo,
one.
at least shout us out, whoever you are. I mean, come on.
Do you guys want to know?
You
guys want to know my Anthony Richardson NFL player, the one I think should change positions?
Who?
Fucking God, I'm drawing a blank on his name as soon as I brought it up. The third-string quarterback for the Seahawks, Jalen Milroe. Put him at running back.
He's awesome.
Make that motherfucker a running back, and he will go for 1,500 yards easy.
When the Seahawks eventually give up on Sam Darnold, though, he's going to be the guy who takes over.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, he's taking the traditional quarterback path of like you do your
what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah,
like sit and learn. And...
Can we speak about Sam Darnold? You just said his name and it triggered me. How has that guy gone from like the biggest joke in the league to now in a Super Bowl? Steroid. Has anyone ever made a turnaround like this ever?
I'll just say that he did have that year in San Francisco where it was kind of like his like rehab, is what they called it. I don't think that necessarily fixed him, but I think maybe it's like, oh, so this is what I could be with a competent coach. Yeah. So then he goes to Minnesota where they have a competent coach. They get him super cheap, obviously, too. And, I mean, J.J. McCarthy tears his ACL. He was going to take the job from Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold was going to back up until he tore his ACL in the preseason. So Sam Darnold comes in and goes on this incredible run, and the Vikings make like the biggest mistake. They fired their GM, by the way, this week, too. Kind of crazy timing with Sam Darnold.
There was a few
being in the Super Bowl.
GMs fired that I was like, you know what?
Yeah, kind of late for that,
very
right?
late.
Yeah.
No, I'm just talking about the turnaround. I don't think there's ever been. Usually, when someone makes a move like this, it's in the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold has went from, like I said, the biggest. Well, I'm seeing ghosts. I'm seeing ghosts out there. to hey, I'm in a Super Bowl, by the way.
And there was Mina Kimes. She's an ESPN. She's on the NFL Live show. ESPN analyst. She's awesome. It's Cold Takes Exposed kind of situation where they traded Geno, and it was kind of rumored they were going to sign Darnold. She's a big Seahawks fan, and she was saying, what a lateral move, if not a downgrade. Geno Smith for Sam Darnold. Wow. And at the time, I will kind of agree with her. Geno Smith was balling for the Seahawks for a while.
Yeah.
And Sam Darnold, I mean, still was a massive question mark, and I think it was just because of how bad he played to end the season last year. But here we are now, they're in the Super Bowl. The heavy favorites, too. And I think they'll win. We'll get into that later this week.
Yeah.
But All right. So that's all. That's all for the hirings. Hold on. Let me pull up the picture real quick of everybody, all the new coaches. So as it stands, the 10 new coaches: Mike LaFleur with the Cardinals, Kevin Stefanski with the Falcons, Jesse Minter with the Ravens, Joe Brady with the Bills. Todd Monk. We didn't talk about Todd Monken. I mean, forgettable. Anyways.
Oh, wait, who's the guy with my last name that was just hired?
Raheem Morris.
Yes.
Raheem Morris, coordinator for the new coordinator for the Niners. I will get into him too.
Right.
But we didn't talk about Todd Monken either. A waste of a hire. Yeah, he's going to be gone by the end of the year. We don't have to waste much time on that. Clint Kubiak to the Raiders, Jeff Hafley to the Dolphins, John Harbaugh to the Giants. Still my favorite hire. I mean, as far as like, no, I said Joe Brady was my favorite hire. I'll stick with that. Mike McCarthy to the Steelers, hate that one, and Robert Saleh, probably my most surprising one, to the Titans. So all the spots are filled now. Brian Daboll also went to the Titans as well. Joins Robert Saleh on that staff.
That's crazy.
That's gonna be awesome.
I mean, they still got Cam Ward, and they're also not following my script for them. It's okay though.
They're not the team listening.
That's true. Yeah, you guys messed up.
We
I
can narrow
told
it
you
down.
what to do, and you didn't listen. It's whatever. Hey, it's your funeral. Wait,
your
that sounds like a
funeral.
threat, not threatening.
Just a suggestion. The other news is Mike McDaniels is staying with the Chargers. He officially signed his contract. Had an introductory press conference. It was on Pat McAfee, all that stuff. Still the same old jokester, kind of just quick-witted guy.
Oh yeah, I
he's
saw that
always
thing
been.
where they asked him about why do you choose your outfits or whatever, and he's like, "Cause everybody needs clothes."
Yeah,
or something like that.
He's so funny, man. Well, the Chargers, man, I expect big things out of their offense in the regular season for their inevitable collapse in the playoffs. So,
Yep, that's actually crazy hire because they're gonna do way better in the regular season. They'll probably win their division with Mike McDaniel, but then they're just gonna blow it.
yeah, they're gonna lose to the Texans like
Yeah.
round one
Yeah.
on Wild Card
No,
Saturday.
they'll get a bye week, but then they're just gonna immediately lose. They'll have home advantage, a bye week, and they're still gonna lose.
Yeah, it's the Chargers curse, man. That's
Yep.
what they do. All right, last thing I have on the coaching hires. 49ers hired Raheem Morris, the ex-Falcons head coach, as the defensive coordinator. Another coordinator under Sean McVay, as I mentioned earlier, to be hired when they won. He was the Rams DC, when they won the Super Bowl in 2021. I personally love this hire for the Niners. They needed to make a move to solidify someone in that role for many years to come. I think they're on their 5th coordinator in the past 5 years now on the defensive side. And Morris is not going to get any head coaching buzz for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
He already blew his second chance, so he'll be a coordinator for as long as the Niners want him to be. I love this decision for stability. Maybe over a guy like Jim Schwartz, who would have been another one-and-done guy. Jim Schwartz, by the way, left the Browns this week for not being hired as the head coach, which I think he should have been. Yeah, I love a power move, honestly.
Yeah, no, he's like, you know what? Fuck you guys, dude. He's like, how long has he been there? 4 years?
Yeah, he's been there a while. He should have definitely been the next man up.
They probably didn't even interview him. That's just the Browns, dude. They're just so. Oh my goodness. I mean, that team is. I can't even. They're ridiculous. That's all I can say. For lack of a better word, they're ridiculous. I don't get them.
I expect the Browns will have the first overall pick next year.
For the next 5 years straight, probably.
Oh man, do you guys have anything else on football? Obviously, hiring cycle's done. Now our next venture is obviously the Super Bowl and then free agency. So, do you guys have anything else on football before we put a bow on this for our Super Bowl episode later in the week?
I am very excited for the Pro Bowl. As soon as the Texans lost, I
You're
think
excited for
3
it.
were added.
When is the Pro Bowl, Mason?
Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I thought they already played it. I thought it was today.
You thought I didn't know?
Why would they play it on a Tuesday? That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I think 2 years ago they did it on a weekend, and then I don't think it was like that popular. So I think they put it during a weekday.
Because it sucks.
No, it's awesome, dude. And the Texans now have 5 people. So I'm definitely watching it
Because
now.
it fucking sucks.
Nah, dude.
sucks.
I cannot wait to watch Will Anderson Jr. beaming people with dodgeballs or Kamari Lasseter.
This is what
I
we're
love
putting
it.
these guys through, man. This is what
I love it. It's
we're not
fun.
even sending them to Hawaii anymore. They're going.
It's
They're
in Florida,
San Francisco.
right?
Yeah, they're in San Francisco this
Oh, it's
week.
in San Francisco.
They're saving money traveling with the Super Bowl.
Oh no.
That's all.
Yeah, the ones in Hawaii were cool.
Those were
They
dope.
were They were also. I don't watch like the Pro Bowl game because I'm not like the flag football thing. That's where they completely lost me. But I do like the games. I like to see the guys, all the football players, like having fun. You know?
I just like to see like their skills kind of showcased to a level of
Well,
Grown
and
men
I
having
love
fun.
the best in the world at what they're doing.
and I love Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, and they're the coaches. So I mean, it's awesome. Those two together are amazing.
You picking Team Eli or Team Peyton?
Usually, Team Peyton is AFC, and they usually always lose. But you know what? This year, it's changing.
We're
Team
fucking
AFC,
due.
baby.
We're fucking due.
Do you guys tap into like their like broadcast when they cover games at all?
Maybe once.
Oh yeah,
ever.
no, I enjoy it. I like the guests that they have on there. They're hilarious.
It is
See,
fun.
that-
I like the clips. I just can't watch the like I have to be on the main broadcast. 'Cause
I
really
can't
like Joe Buck.
pretend like I understand the game in a remotely comparable fashion to them. But when they have guests on, it always bothers me so much. Not because the guests aren't good, but because you can tell these like intelligent quarterbacks who see the game better than anybody else have to like take a two-step back approach to even have the guests be able to comprehend what they're saying. And it's like, dude, I love the fact you have guests. I just want to hear the Eli and Peyton fucking like talk to each other in their weird jargon about what's
Yeah.
going on.
Oh, yeah.
And just
His
appreciate
drop
the
back was
greatness.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's on there like doesn't understand a thing.
I was like, make
And they-
Kevin Hart look stupid, dude. I
I
don't
al-
care. Like he's me.
I also love that they are very obviously watching the game while they're talking to their
Oh, yeah.
guests. And it's
Yeah.
like you,
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't
guests
give
are
a
a
shit what
second
this guy
thought.
is saying.
The guests are just background noise of them.
And here's Cody Rhodes from WWE. It's like we're not getting anything from this. Oh my god.
No, my only comment is if you're a team looking for a quarterback this draft, good luck.
Good
Apologies.
fucking luck, brother. Kyler
after-
Murray. Welcome
If you're
to
not the
Pittsburgh.
Raiders, sorry, man.
The doggy dog world out
Unfortunate.
there, man.
Wait, is Mr. Oregon coming out of college?
Nope, he's staying.
Finally? Oh my! How old is he now?
staying.
37.
Dante Moore's only like 20, 21, 22 years old,
Oh.
so he's going into his senior year. Yeah, he's
It's-
yeah.
I
On
thought
the
he already
mock
graduated.
draft,
Dante Moore, no, that was. Are you thinking of Carson Beck, the Miami kid?
Yeah. That's what I said. Miami.
You said Oregon. I thought you said
You said
Oregon. My
Oregon.
apologies.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, he's coming out. Yeah, but he's not gonna.
dude, if you look at like the
wait.
mock draft, it's like Fernando Mendoza, consensus number one. And then somewhere in the late teens is Ty Simpson, and there's no other quarterback mentioned. Like at all.
Yeah, it would be any GM should be fired to take a quarterback in the first round this year and it not be Fernando Mendoza. Fired on the spot.
Luckily for a team later in the round, if there's like nothing left, you can get one of these quarterbacks and maybe try to kind of mold them.
Yeah, like a
to what you
project if you want.
Yeah. So at least that'll be kind of fun to watch. Because like, obviously not the 40, but a team like the 49ers could pick a guy up because it's going to be so dry. I mean, there's not going to be any running backs. There's not going to be anything. So I mean, if you wanted like a little project baby, maybe the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings might go quarterback.
That would
'cause
be fun.
9 ain't it?
Maybe Kyler Murray goes to Minnesota.
Oh.
Maybe that'd be fun.
They could maybe hold on. They are known to revive quarterbacks.
That's what I'm
careers.
saying. Yeah, that would be
They
a
don't.
fun
They don't
place.
make their careers, but they revive them.
And Kyler would not have any fun in Minnesota.
No.
Like,
No.
let's
Well,
be-
I mean, all he does is sit inside and play Call
I
of
say
Duty.
he'd
yeah,
like,
he could do that anywhere, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Minnesota has good internet.
Who has the best internet? All right, let's get into some college hoops talk.
Yay.
Yay, yay from Mason. All right, so let's start off with this amazing BYU Kansas game this weekend. Darren Peterson, AJ Dibansta, the number 1 and number 2 overall players in this year's freshman class, gave us a thriller at Allen Fieldhouse this Saturday. If you Cameron, I know you know better than both of me and Mason that Allen Fieldhouse is the best venue,
What do you mean, bro? I've
the
been
best
there.
venue in college sports. Like you talk about just like the overall aesthetic of it with how loud it just gets in there. It is electric. I love Allen Fieldhouse. I want to make a trip up there soon.
Fourth and forever on the road. No, great atmosphere, great game.
It's only 10 hours away.
Hey,
listen, I'm a 30-year-old man
Where
who
is
loves
it?
to drive. Kansas.
I've heard worse. No, but let's staple a legacy, a hallmark, a pillar of college basketball. That is where you go to cut your teeth. And that was a fucking electric game. Brett, I'll let you finish your spiel here.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to talk about Allen Fieldhouse for a little bit. I just love the atmosphere. I always make note of it when it's a really good atmosphere in Allen Fieldhouse, especially during a conference game on a Saturday afternoon, prime time, Saturday college hoops. They showed up, man. This is kind of the first weekend that college hoops kind of got their main event stage with no football this weekend. So it was Saturday. This pretty much all Saturday was all about college hoops, and it delivered, man. But Darren Peterson, he was put on a minutes restriction, pretty sure due to his ankle injury. Kind of get Kawhi Leonard comparisons with him with the load management and how hurt he is. But listen, if you tell me I'm getting Kawhi Leonard number 1 overall, I'm taking that every single day.
That only makes sense.
Yeah, he's like Kawhi Leonard. Stop right there.
Oh, wait, hold on. He's like Kawhi Leonard? Maybe not then. Yeah, what?
We can get into my disagreement with that after you cover the game.
I'd be interested to debate it, man, because he played 20 minutes this game, and in that 20 minutes he had 18 points, 6 from 8 from the field, 3 for 5 for 3. He was the reason Kansas pulled away. So, by the way, at the end of the first half, Kansas was up by I think like 20 something. This game was seemingly over. Kansas had dominated them.
Yeah.
But as basketball goes, it turns out 20 points is not that big of a lead. When you got 20 minutes to play, and you have who's their white guy? Oh God, I forgot blanking on his name on BYU.
Oh, the BYU white guy.
Yeah, let me see. They just all look so much alike. I don't even know what their names
fucking
anymore.
Storming Mormon over there.
It's seriously gonna bother me. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, how about Darren Peterson though, right?
Richie Saunders.
Richie Saunders.
Yeah, how about Darren Peterson, Mason? Go ahead, break it down for us.
He's actually pretty good.
He's awesome.
In my opinion.
He's actually he's probably underrated, I would say.
Yeah.
Dude, he's yeah. He's averaging 21 points a game, bro.
That's pretty good for college, man, especially since he doesn't play that many minutes.
And he's a freshman from Canton, Ohio.
True freshman, 6'5", yeah.
Are Ohioans known for basketball players?
LeBron James is from
literally
Ohio.
the second best player of all time.
Steph Curry is from Ohio.
From Dayton, yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
Yeah, great.
Those two, whatever. No, I said good players, dude.
What, 2 guys who combined for like 60,000 points in the NBA? It's like, slight work. I
2 of the
guess.
top 10 players ever.
Whatever.
Not a big deal.
Whatever.
All right, but BYU, they made a push at the end, like I said, with Richie Saunders. It was getting close. Kansas did pull it out in the end. I don't think the record speaks for how good Kansas is with Darren Peterson. All these losses came when he wasn't playing, and like I said, he's kind of like Kawhi in the sense where we're not really sure what we're getting every game. But if Darren Peterson's on the court, he's gonna play well, and that's consistency is his thing. I think he'll be the lock for the number 1 pick as long as his health allows him to be. Diabanza can make a case for number 2. Cameron, I know you're gonna say Cam Boozer. Save it, all right? Not in this house. Cam Boozer. Listen, Cam Boozer can go number 1 in any other year. I'll even argue that he could go number 2 this year depending on what team lands at number 2. But I don't think I think if you're the number 1 pick, you have to take Darren Peterson. It is stupid not to. He's one of the best guards we've seen in college basketball in maybe the past 10 years. He's amazing. I love him. He's so fucking rant too. Can you hear me now?
Nice.
You cut, buddy. The big Cam Boozer agenda cuts you out. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, I ordered one of those fancy mics like you guys, so I'm gonna have something hanging right here in front of my face.
This is
Brett.
your old mic, Mason. This is
Brett, continue.
Your voice sounds different though. Hold on, your voice.
I
sounds
changed
different.
I changed the setting at the beginning of the show. Does it sound different like now?
It sounds different from what it was like 3 minutes ago.
Like in a bad way?
No.
You sound further away, but I mean, you still sound
Yeah.
good.
How about now?
Closer. Weird.
I was further away.
Yeah, that was.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, it just sounds more like muted almost. I don't know what happened.
I wonder if I hit like something while I was messing with it, but I gotta get a new cord because this thing's gonna drive me nuts because it keeps cutting out every time I'm going on my Darren Peterson ramp. So I forgot kind of where I was.
Cam Boozer can go number 2. Cam Boozer cannot go number 1.
Yeah, he cannot go number 1.
Fuck you, Cameron. You're wrong.
Yeah, that was essentially.
Oh, okay, cool.
Don't think I missed any. Actually, don't think you guys missed anything. So, you got anything on that, Cameron? I know you watched the game this weekend. Like I said, an electric game. But I'm excited to hear your.
I just want to. I truly am not like arguing with you. Darren Peterson's a number 1 overall talent. That's not where my issue lies. I think in the NBA, especially this season, who is the number 1 pick is going to depend on who gets the number 1 overall pick via the lottery. I know that Darren Peterson is like a overwhelming favorite for the number 1, and Dybance is number 2. No, I cannot disagree with that. I prefer Cam Boozer because I like do-it-all forwards who can pass and shoot and score. It's a personal bias of mine. Darren Peterson scares me, and I've had this take since I came on the pod. Soft tissue injuries scare me, and being on a minutes limit restriction in college scares me. And so he's a phenomenal scorer. He should get comparisons to some of the greatest tough shot makers the league has seen, right? 20 minutes, 18 points, missed like 4 shots total, 2 or 4. He is the reason Kansas won. When he's on the floor, that team looks like they can beat anybody in college basketball. 100%.
I think they could win the Big 12 if we get an honest, like good 30, 35, 36 minutes from Darren Peters, even 32. I'll give him 32. I'll give him a break. 32 minutes a game from Darren Peterson. I think this team is no short.
If March Madness kicks up and Peterson's averaging 30 minutes a game, Kansas is dangerous, right? My reservation comes from if in this draft class, do I want to pick the guy number 1 overall who I'm going to have to start on a minutes restriction? And if you say, hey, the talent is there and we think we can work with his health, a la like a Steph Curry thing, take him, right? Take him. You will not hear any argument from me. That would be the only reservation I have, especially compared to like a Dybance who does not seem as injury prone with soft tissue. But I mean,
plays better too when his back's against the wall too, because his second half stats compared to his first half is ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I mean, look, the way this is what you want in a college basketball matchup, which is like the top 2 overall picks, who we think are going to be overall, going at each other head to head, guarding each other. Darren Peterson waved off a screen and took AJ Dybance off the bounce and scored a few times. Like, this is a great matchup, and it was a phenomenal game. Peterson has the skill to be number 1 overall. I just bristle at the fact that a guy, who is 19, is dealing with soft tissue injuries this early in his career, because those don't heal on a normal timeline.
I agree with you, man. I just don't know like how, you kind of already touched on. I just don't know how serious the injury is, and I don't know if he's doing this minute restriction because like let's be honest with ourselves. Like he's not gonna lay out on the line for Kansas. He's obviously saving himself for the NBA. So I think that's just kind of the big question mark, and obviously we'll never find out. But it's I think it's a valid concern, Cameron. Like you need the best ability is availability, so you need your best players out there. Especially if you spend the number 1 overall pick on a guy with this loaded draft class.
This draft, yeah. Now, look, if you told me, hey, last year we're going to take him number 2 overall, hey, I get it, right? If you told me last year you want to take him number 1 overall, I'll probably call you a moron. That's the Cooper Flag draft. But, like, number 2, defensible. That's another bone I have to pick later. We don't have to get into it now. Everything pisses me off about the way basketball's covered. Brett, please move on to the next game.
Yeah. So Friday
Hold on,
night,
wait. You guys don't
Go
want to know who I think is going to be number 1 overall pick?
I'd love to
Yeah.
hear
And
it.
why nobody's talking about this guy, which is insane to me. Nick Martinelli, dude. Why is no one mentioning this guy's name? Oh, you have to look him up, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm yeah.
Oh, I just looked up best basketball,
The
best college
did you
basketball
look up
players.
Best mullet.
This guy's number 1
Nick
according
Martinelli?
to NCAA college men's basketball rankings.
Oh, he's
guy's
he's
number
first
1.
in points a game.
Hey, oh shit! Oh, I didn't. Oh, I didn't. Oh.
Tied for 150th in every other category.
And the team he's on is 10 and 12.
Yeah, Northwestern, brother. Come on.
Look, I made a mistake. I looked at the best. I did not realize I clicked on points per game. I did not realize.
How do you guys not know this guy?
Yeah,
It's
come
like,
on.
Nobody knows this guy.
Honestly, I think JT Toppin though takes the first overall pick.
Texas
pretty
Tech, yeah. He'll go late in the first. And
Is that Obi's brother?
Yeah, it is. It's his little brother going to Tech.
Obi
He's like the third best player on that team, and he'll be like the third player in the draft from that team. Texas Tech is very good this year as well. Kind of speaks to how good this class is if he's going like later in the first round. But he's also got a few things that make him not an NBA kind of guy. But let's get on to Friday night. Michigan beat Michigan State. This is a big game Friday night. 83-71. Biggest win of the season so far for my Wolverines. Michigan also spoiled Nebraska's undefeated record. I believe it was some Wednesday or Thursday last week, claiming the number 1 spot in the Big Ten and number 1 in Ken Pom. This is the most complete team in college hoops. You can argue with the wall. I will not hear about any other team. I'm very confident that Michigan's going to win it all. They're just everything they do, man. They're tall. They can shoot. They can play defense. They're ranked 3rd in the nation in NCAA in defensive rebounds. I think that's incredibly important, and I value that. In college hoops especially, when things like second chance points are so important, because you don't have these snipers who are like these NBA players who are going to make it on their first shot. Like, you need guys who can get rough in the paint and rebound. And Ade Mara, Yaxel Lindbergh, they're the two best to have. They're the two best to have at your 4 and 5. I love this Michigan team. They have a gauntlet to end their February. Let me pull up their schedule real quick. Let me go ahead and. Okay, so starting February 17th, the 12th-ranked Purdue. And by the way, this is all within a 8-day span. They have number 12 Purdue, number 4 Duke. They play Minnesota in between there, and then they play number 9 Illinois, and then they'll play Michigan State again to end their season. Yeah, all those teams are in, besides Purdue, are in the top 10. So, but that also just shows how good the Big Ten is this year. They're incredibly deep, and I think Nebraska was fraudulent to begin with. The undefeated stuff. They're fine. They're good. They're good. They can shoot really well. Sorry, maybe I shouldn't have said fraudulent, Cameron. I see you laughing. I shouldn't have said fraudulent. They're a good shooting team, but they just lost to Illinois today.
Yeah. No, I'm just laughing at the term fraudulent for a team that had like that far been undefeated.
They were 21-0.
Yeah, that's just funny to me.
It's the same thing with the Patriots. It's kind of like let's look at the schedule. But
hey, they're on fraud watch. I agree with you.
Yeah, and they're still going to make the tournament. Like it's not going to matter. They're still going to fall in like that 3-4 seed. Are you okay, Mason? What's up?
Yeah. While you guys are doing this, I'm gonna go make myself a drink.
Okay, go ahead.
Pause and play.
Go ahead. And he's gone. Yeah, but what do you got to say about this, Cameron? I know you're watching some of these games, and you see. I don't know if you were watching the Michigan game Friday night. I'm glued to every Michigan game.
I was say I know you're a Michigan guy, Michigan lifer, and for as much as I wax poetically about college basketball being the last bastion of amateur hoops, I do tend to view games like this through like the NBA ramifications, so it does bias me a little bit. What is it, Yaxel Lindbergh or whatever?
Yeah, the number one transfer from.
God, I know I texted you like I've heard rumblings of like the Spurs being interested in him. That scares me. Like he has a skill set that I think a lot of NBA teams are going to be very interested in, especially for a big. He kind of embodies that the next generation of like skill ball sort of
Yeah.
thing. There's a couple of mock drafts that I've been paying attention to. He's mocked to go like 10th.
His stock keeps getting higher every as the season keeps going, because I feel like towards like beginning of December, maybe late November, he was kind of like, in that like middle lottery 20th range, and now, like you said, I'm seeing him at 10, as low as 13. But I think he'll end up in the top 10 certainly.
Look, if he has a good March, I could see him climb a little bit higher. It's very funny to me right now. He's mocked to go to the Chicago Bulls. Again, the lottery hasn't happened yet. That would be the worst case scenario for him. For his own sake, I hope that's not it. But no, I mean, look, 6'9" big. He can do basically everything. I like him a lot. He fits right into my bias of like, are we sure he can't be number 2 behind Cam Boozer?
He's that good though too. Like he really is that good. And it's just, if it wasn't for all these guards, these amazing guards too, it's just it seriously is just such a loaded class coming up. I don't think NBA fans understand like how big this class is going to be. Like
it's deep.
I would agree.
I was talking to a guy at work about it, and he's just like, yeah, I'm an NBA fan. I'm like, oh, I'm a college hoops guy, and he's like, oh, so how's the draft gonna look? And I seriously looked at him and I was like, buddy, like get ready, like this is gonna be the best draft since '03, like, and that I'm not even bullshitting. Like you got experts putting out like the analytical stats of like these guys ranking like all time in college hoops history.
Yeah, no, it's a very good class.
It's awesome. And we'll get to more of those guys. I wanted to talk one more thing. One more thing, and I might touch on some mid-major stuff. Probably not. I didn't have really.
Can I drop in 2 more things about your Michigan?
Please do.
Sorry. I'm also seeing a lot of chatter about a Amara sitting in the mid-20s to be drafted. Which I think is very, very interesting.
That's a steal. That's a steal. He's 7'3". He can move well.
Right.
He shoots well. He again, another guy where it's like, why is he like projected so late? I don't know if these projection guys just don't know what they're talking about, or if like maybe I just don't know. Maybe I just don't know, because I feel like he should be like a very high pick, and he should be like a valuable piece for any franchise.
I think if you're 7'3" and can protect the rim and pass and kind of do what he does in his skill set, you're going to get a waiver in the NBA. Somebody's gonna take a shot at you. He is projected right now to be a Boston pickup, which would be phenomenal. Great place for him to land.
Always win.
7'3" with those guys, it would make Boston very, very scary. And then this is where I'm kind of iffy. I'm not sure he would be taken this high, and maybe I'm just stupid. Merez Johnson Jr., who is not listed here, but is another Michigan big, 6'9", has FIBA U19 experience.
Shoots the freaking lights out too, man.
Dude,
another good rebounder too, man. Like he's right up there with Yaxel and Mara. So like it's not unrealistic to think that like some of these, like 3 of their 5 starters could go.
Which would be awesome. Like that's
sick. Yeah,
that's just really great for the program and really good for college basketball.
Like crossing our fingers there.
Well,
national championship.
I mean, I can't root for them because of the aforementioned Houston Cougars, which you were going to detail now.
It's Tar Heels all the way.
You can root for Michigan. It's okay. I did. I wanted to segue just real quickly to the Houston Cougars. And not to the fact of like how they're playing or how bad they're playing. I just don't think that people are taking them as seriously as they should. So they are right now, I believe, 19-2. They're in the 10 seed. Perfect spot to land in like a 3 seed for the tournament, which I think is a decent spot to be if you're in a 1-2-3. Regardless, you just got to get in. Doesn't matter who you play. But I think offensively, this is one of the best teams that Houston's ever put out. Defensively, they did take a little like a small step back. Like you're not seeing like you don't have like Jawan Roberts down in the bottom anymore. It's hard to not have like a big meat like defensive guy down there. But these 2 freshmen, man, led by Chris Senack and Kingston Flemings. Chris Senack, another guy who's predicted to go late in the first round. Kingston Flemings is, I think, personally, he's my favorite player in the draft. I wouldn't take him number 1 overall, but he's the best guard by far and away in this coming draft. He's scoring at a ridiculous clip. I think over like the past 3 or 4 games, he's averaging over 30 points a game. He had 43 against Texas Tech
right?
in that loss last weekend. Devastating, by the way. They will take Texas Tech again when they go back to Fertitta, but Texas Tech is just such a fun place to play on a weekend as well. It goes kind of into the Allen Fieldhouse thing where you get a good atmosphere in like these small buildings that are just meant to be loud. Like it's hard for the away team to really kind of pull away.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what makes the tournament so interesting is it's all neutral sites. So you really do get like, I think the best of these teams. But I don't know. What do you got to say about the Houston Cougars, man? They're gonna have they're gonna have to lean heavy on these freshmen this month. They're gonna be facing Iowa State, the number 8 team, Arizona, the number 1 team, and they're facing Kansas again. And I believe did they already go to Allen Fieldhouse this year, Cameron? Correct me if I'm wrong, or are they gonna be up there?
I think they've played in Allen once. I could be mistaken.
So it'll be in Houston, which always it seems like ever since Houston's been in the Big 12, they've always
Houston is a good home environment now. Yeah,
it's Fertitta is electric, and a ticket is fucking expensive too. I wanted to
yeah, dude, they got good. And everything got real pricey.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit, man. Like, and I can't use my old student ID anymore. It's expired. So like it sucks, man, because I want to go to one of these games in late February, like a big conference game, but it's like $200 to get in the door, and there's not a bad seat in the house. Granted, it's all like just one big row,
right?
Like one big lower bowl, but it's still just like, man, and people are packing the place too. So I mean, kudos to them if they're filling it, but just lower your ticket prices a little bit, Houston.
No, you had said what I was going to say, which is like traditionally Houston's reputation and calling card has been gritty, hard-nosed defense, getting the most out of guys. Maybe the sum being more than the whole being more than the sum of its parts. They have 2 really good, Cynic and Fleming's guys who come in and can score. And Kingston Fleming's on the mock draft I'm looking at is drafted like 5th, which puts him right behind Peterson, DeBanza, Boozer, Caleb Wilson, UNC's very own. And then Kingston Fleming.
I'm saying this is the best. This is probably the best draft class of all time.
Right. I mean,
that top 5 are all guys who could go number 1 any other year.
In terms of like potential, like name recognition potential for like a casual NBA fan, you go down this list and it's like, holy fuck, like 6'5" point guard, 6'9", do it all big man, like very very exciting, very tantalizing stuff here. It's very funny. I have a buddy I hoop with who UH alum. We were talking. He's like, "Yeah, you've got like a pretty good team this year." And he's a casual, so I'm like, "Dude, Chris Fleming is good. Scenic. They brought back some of the guys from last year's team. Like they're poised to make a real run." And he's like, "Well, yeah. I mean, like if Fleming sticks around for another like 2-3 years, he could really be something." And I was like, "Buddy, he's gonna get taken the second he's on the draft board." Like,
he's not even gonna think about staying. Like if you think there's even a thought of that, you were ignorant. he's
has so often
money in the NBA.
Yeah, UH has so often had these guys who are like 2nd, 3rd, 4th year guys who like, hey, maybe after 3 years they come to the draft. This is not that guy. He came here. Houston's
same with Cena too.
Those guys are gonna put on a show. They'll punch. Have a puncher's chance at winning it all in March against your Michigan Wolverines.
There comes the conundrum is like, if that happens, who do I root for? The school I went to or the team I've loved my whole life?
I mean, that's
I think the team I've loved my whole life. If I graduate from Houston, I guess that'd be a different story, right? But
right. No, look, you rep Michigan. I'll rep Houston. Because Sam Houston.
UH. I do. I still rep Houston. I love UH. That's the only team from Houston that I like. Wink, wink, Mason.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
Mason, you should kick his ass.
Yeah, what the fuck? What is that about?
Dude? What the fuck? Why would you say that?
Why do you own an Astros hat then, bro?
I do. I like the Astros. Okay.
He owns hats from everybody. That's not a gotcha.
So now Brett is just
Texas Rangers and New York Mets hat too. I like the Astros. Hey, ceasefire right now. Mason. We can't have this ceasefire right
Unless there's anything you guys want to bring up on college basketball, I have a continuation of a reoccurring segment we've had, which is former pros trying to come back to college that I'd like to update.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah, that just happened again, right? I was gonna message the group, and I was like, nah, they probably already know.
No, bring it up. But I just want to say real quick,
Yes.
my Bobcats, Texas State Bobcats, 13 and 11. We're on a hot streak right now. The Sun Belt's looking wide open, boys. So hopefully I can see the Bobcats in the tournament this year. And they wore those sick throwback Southwest Texas jerseys this weekend, which is why I'm wearing my hat. That's all I got to say about it.
It's a
Go
sick
ahead,
hat.
Cameron.
I can't lie. One minor transition thing that pissed me off is Cooper Flagg and Con Knipple, former Duke roommates, played each other in the NBA. Mavs versus Charlotte. Charlotte won by 2. Cooper had 49. Con had 33. Electric game from 2 rookies.
Jesus Christ.
There are people who are talking, not like, on Twitter, NBA pundits who are like, yeah, if Cooper Flagg was in this draft, he may not go number 1.
Not true.
Shut the fuck up.
It's not true.
Cooper
He's
Flagg.
still the best player in this coming draft.
Here, guys, here's a hypothetical. Would you rather this draft take the guy who just put up 49 in the NBA or the guy who played 20 minutes and put up 18 points against BYU? Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, listen, 20 minutes is not a lot of time to score 18 points.
I would like to say though that storyline sounds like an NBA 2K, like when you have to play your rival when you're like in the college days.
Right.
That reminded me of that. He had 49 points and then his old teammate had 33.
And
Yeah,
Con hit
It just
the
sounded
game-winning
perfect.
shot too, right?
Ronnie 2K
Yeah.
can't draw up a better storyline than that.
Look, it was an insane game. It was the best what the NBA had to offer from like 2 young, going to be bona fide stars. And the conversation is not like Con Knipple is playing better than anybody ever thought. How did we let him drop in the draft? The conversation is not like Cooper Flagg is going to save the Mavs. It's like, well, is Cooper Flagg better than Darren Peterson?
Duh.
Yeah,
Duh.
he did it in the NBA. He put 49 on the NBA. There are players who have been in the NBA for 15 years who have never scored 40. What do you mean?
Guys
Anyway.
are considered like greats too, you know.
Yeah, that's the bone I have to pick. Like Cooper Flagg right now
A
is
19-year-old scoring almost 50 points in an NBA game is insane.
is a month older than Darren Peterson. Cooper Flagg right now is
He
1 month.
Classed up early, right? Sorry to keep interrupting.
Yes, yeah, he reclassified, so he's a year ahead of where he should be. He is a month older than Darren Peterson and like 2 months older than DeBansa. What do you mean you would rather have either of them over him? When he was 17, he played with the U.S. Olympics men's team before they went off to France and won the gold medal. What do you mean?
This is just the college basketball guys trying to get the discourse started.
It's
We need storylines going into March.
It's not. It was an NBA post show. It was an NBA post game show. It was. I'm forgetting. It was a guy from the 2011 Mavs team who said it. I'm forgetting a name. Whatever. That's all. That was my soapbox I had to get on because, motherfucker, just watch the games you're talking about, please, man.
God, please.
So updates on the everybody wants to come back to college, which I think is very funny. We've talked about, for reference, James Nagy, who was Baylor's signing. He had 51 EuroLeague appearances. And for those in the know, the EuroLeague is considered, for the most part, like the second best league in the world, right? The EuroLeague is where Mark and Paul Gasol played. The EuroLeague is where Luka played. He was the MVP at one point.
At 16.
At 16, yeah. Which I would rather have Darren Peterson over Luka. Sorry. Just, I just want to get that out there.
Stop hating on Darren Peterson right now. We can't do
James Nagy has played for Baylor for 7 games. He's averaging 1.5 points and 3 rebounds in 11 minutes.
He's horrible.
That is a guy who was in the G League and is not playing that much in college. I just want to point that out because I know, Brett, you and I were talking. A lot of the guys who come back are not having a huge impact, and I want to get ahead of that and say that shouldn't matter. They still shouldn't be here.
Yeah,
but
I don't want it to be an argument for see, they're not very good, so just let them back.
right.
It's like that's a slippery slope one. And also, I'll say they threw them in mid-season, so maybe it's kind of like it's hard to gel with the team.
It might be a chemistry thing, or
Exactly.
a system thing.
But the numbers they're putting up in the game, and how bad, like especially that guy from Alabama, watching him play it against Florida, he is terrible. Like, and he's actually, I think, more of a liability for Alabama than he was in addition.
Yeah. So Charles Bediako,
That's it.
is the Crimson Tide's guy, and I think what is it in 2026? Yeah. So he's only played like 2 games. Sorry, this is the stats I have were only from up until when they got the shit kicked out of them by Florida, which I believe is their most recent game. Only 2 games
this morning.
Yeah. So there was an injunction filed, so he is allowed to play until a judge rules on it. The judge who was on that case, recused himself out of a conflict of interest. Bediako is averaging, what I'm seeing here, like 13.5 points and like 4.5 rebounds, which again is like better. Against Florida, he had, 6 points and 4 blocks? So like again,
13 points.
Yeah, not.
So did he have 20-something points?
Super impactful. No, that's what I'm saying. I think the stat, the ESPN stat sheet's wrong, because his high is like 14, 13, and then 6. Okay. So, 33 points, about 11 points a game. And again, that's fine for like a college center, but he had G League experience. The 2 guys I want to talk about who are like additions to this, Zaire Wade, Dwayne Wade's kid, shirked college, did not go to college, went straight to the G League, and then played in the NBA Africa League for the Cape Town Tigers, is wanting to come back. And again, it's sort of the same thing of like, he didn't do great, like he did fine in NBA Africa, and didn't do great in the G League, but he specifically like shook off college. He was not an international player who didn't come over for college. He was in the U.S. high school system and then decided to go in the G League. And then Amari Bailey, who is the guy who's going to set this whole thing alight, I think.
I saw this. Yeah, I saw this one yesterday.
UCLA standout. Played at UCLA and then left way earlier than he should have. Was the 41st pick by Charlotte in 2023. Appeared in 10 NBA games and spent 2 years in the G League, and is now suing to come back to UCLA.
Yeah, and this is the first guy who's played an NBA game.
Yes, has NBA action.
We're seeing how far we could push this line. And
the thing that bothers me about this is his lawyer is arguing in very bad faith why he should be allowed to, by saying you are denying the man a chance to attend college and further his education. That is not the case.
It's not true.
They are simply saying he cannot play college basketball. Famously, a lot of NBA players have gone to college while in the league. They just haven't played basketball.
It's just, I wonder how slippery the slope's gonna get. I'm waiting for the Bronny James wants to come back. I was thinking about that today. If Bronny James decides, hey, I think I kind of came out too early. I wanted to play with my dad. Would they let him?
No, I mean,
don't think so.
It
Bronny
depends
James?
on.
I think so, man. I think.
You think the name recognition is enough?
Man. I think they're gonna be like, yeah, dude, you're right, and you're young.
Imagine that lawyer. I mean, Bronny James gonna have a crazy lawyer.
Lawyers.
Well, and so in support of me saying I don't even think Bronny James could move heaven and earth for that, I want to give you 2 weird edge cases that I want to throw out there from the women's side of the game. Still the same governing body, but women.
The always reliable NCAA.
The always reliable, always consistent, ideologically sound NCAA. Tess Heel from Kansas State has a weird reverse case where she is a senior. She has played college basketball, Her eligibility runs out at the end of this season. So she signed an NBL contract for like next NBL season, which is in Australia.
Already.
Yeah.
And they suspended
She's
it.
Australian. She's going to go play in Australia after her college basketball career concludes finally. And the NCAA suspended her last week for having a pro contract.
This is where we're at now.
Charles Bediako was in the G League and recalled. He has a pro contract.
And one of the Baylor guy was part of a trade.
Yeah, James Nagy was in a trade. He's in NBA ledgers as a name thrown in with a trade. So I don't understand what the NCAA stance is, which is like, hey, if you've been playing professional basketball, but you haven't been in the NBA, you can come back. But if you're playing NCAA basketball and you sign a contract after we will no longer have jurisdiction over what you do, we will suspend you in the interim.
Yeah, it's backwards, and you can't even. I don't even know if you can call it sexism. I just feel like it's like
it's not. It's just like the de facto ruling here. Basically, if you want to interpret it in like a negative light, is that the NCAA is interpreting the NBL, Australia's basketball league, as a higher competitive league than the Euro League, the G League, the Africa League, and like the Israeli League. Like basically, NBA you can't be there. NBL can't be there. The G League. You can come in. Like, that's basically the ruling you're making.
the line there.
The same thing, an addendum to Tess Heel, is another Kansas State basketball player, Nasja Claessens, who is Belgian. She has a weird reverse case because prior to going to school, she was drafted by the WNBA, the Washington Mystics. Never played for them, but did play for the Belgian national team and is allowed to play. So where the fuck is the line?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I know I'm like yelling at you guys. I'm not angry with you, obviously.
Yeah, it's like, damn, man.
Yeah, I've got no clue what's happening.
It's just like you can find so many edge cases where it's like, okay, the NCAA's ruling is consistent until you get to this player, in which it is wholly not consistent.
Yeah, there's just no one. There's just no leader with the NCAA who's like who's gonna draw a line and be like, okay, this has to stop here. This is unfortunately just gonna keep going until it inevitably crashes. And I mean, college basketball would be better. I listen. If you want better players, I'm always welcome to having college basketball. And at the end of the day, I can't do anything about it, right? But yeah, you're right, Cameron. Like, where are we going to stop this, and like, where is the line? You know?
Yeah. So case in point, because we've spent too much time on this. My apologies. If you've played in the G League, you can come back to college. If you've played in the Euro League, you can come back to college. If you've played in the NBL, which is regarded as the third league in the global standings, you cannot come back. But if you've played in like fucking the NBA, you can attempt to come back. And if you've played for your team's national team in an Olympic standard under 18, you can also come play. And if you've been drafted by the NBA or the WNBA, but haven't set foot yet, you can still come and play, but don't sign a contract with an NBA team and then not play, because then you can't come.
Makes sense to me. It's like that SpongeBob meme where it's like, Patrick, you dropped your wallet. That's not my wallet.
Right.
Your name. That's not my wallet.
Is this your wallet? Yes. Are you Patrick Starr? Yes. This fell out of your pocket. Okay. So it's your wallet. Never seen it.
Don't know what that is. Never seen it in my life.
Well, wait, camera. I just realized you got a new camera angle.
Yeah.
Or am I just not seeing?
No, it's wider.
It's the layout. Yeah. I'm sorry. I selfishly wanted all my fun stuff back here. to be seen.
I gotta put more fun stuff back here behind me.
Yeah, thank you for indulging me on NCAA legalistic. Let's get to the nickname draft.
Yeah, of course. Time for nickname draft, boys. What we've all been waiting for.
Nickname draft.
So we kind of discussed how we're gonna do this. I don't know how many rounds you guys want to go. We can kind of just go until we can't anymore if you want. First round is Cameron. You kind of laid it out. Players that are like good and like is it like good?
Yeah.
Players?
So the first round is like
Not like funny, ironic. You want to go.
yeah, like good
players.
nicknames and players who are in their respective sport because we've opened it now to a bunch of sports in their respective sport viewed as good. Doesn't have to be great. Like I'll be honest, I don't have a LeBron James nickname on here because everybody knows him. But good nickname, good player, and then the second iteration of this we can do, which is like either bad players with ironic nicknames or just bad nicknames that for players who do not deserve a nickname.
Okay, so I might have messed up on this then, because mine is good nicknames, bad players.
Hey man, that fits in the first round. If the nickname is good enough, the player does not have to.
Okay.
Alrighty, boys. I got a fun way we're gonna decide
Oh yeah.
this order. Let me share my screen really quick.
Sure.
Alrighty. Before us is the wheel of names.
Ooh.
I was not ready for this.
Yeah.
I feel I'm on a game show now.
I've had this
Let's
up on my
go.
screen for 20 minutes.
I love this.
About the same time it took for me to talk about the NCAA. Sorry.
Yeah, weird. It started right as you started talking. All right, so we'll spin this wheel. We'll decide who goes first. Obviously, second. You know, as it goes. There's only 3 of us, so it shouldn't be that hard. All right, you guys ready?
Ready.
We feeling hot? Who we thinking?
I think it's Mason.
I
Think
feel like
so?
it's me too. I was gonna say that.
Okay, well let's find out.
And if it's not, I'm gonna accuse Brett of rigging the vote.
Whoops.
Wow!
Well-
No, respin that. That's
Well,
bullshit.
Recount, stop the steal.
Whoa!
All right, Mason Cameron. Here we go.
It's still gonna be Mason. I'm so good. Put me in Vegas, dude.
Hold on. Yep, Mason.
All right.
Never wrong, just
All right.
early.
Never wrong, just early. All righty. Well, that'll decide our order. We'll have to incorporate that wheel more. That was a lot of fun.
That was. I kind of want the wheel there for no reason.
Let's bring
Just
it
keep
back,
spinning it so
Yeah,
it can
let me-
keep clapping.
Yeah, let me bring it back real quick.
Oh my god! Every round we have a new
Order.
new order. No, that's got it. All right, I'll bookkeep here, so I'll keep a list of who's.
Don't look at my
everyone's
notes.
roster
Don't look
is.
at my notes. Don't look at my notes. Did you see him?
What? No.
Okay, good. Sorry. They were
I
on
can't
my
even
screen.
read
Trying to pull them off.
Notes.
All right,
So I
Brett,
will
you
go
are up first in the first pick of the inaugural
See, this is a lot of pressure.
fourth
for
and
me.
forever
wait,
nickname draft.
Are we starting? Is it by sport? Are we doing that, or is it just pick
Just
your?
nicknames.
Just nicknames.
Okay.
Sports
Okay.
is fine. But
So for the viewers at home, you can do any American sport. They don't have to be an American player, including basketball, baseball, football, UFC, hockey, soccer. Like as long as the nickname is awesome, you can be brought in, and at the end we'll judge based on nickname and player. So
I've got my
Brett,
first pick.
Oh, sorry.
first overall pick.
Oh, don't get crazy with these uploaded images.
Never mind. I'm not doing this. Sorry. Your first overall pick. Let's get to the. So this is very, very high pressure for me. I wrote down a lot of these names. Not really thinking I was gonna have to go first. My favorite nickname of all time, and I'll just go ahead and just say it. My favorite nickname of all time, and I don't think a nickname that has fit any awesome player better. Number 1 overall, Megatron from Calvin Johnson. I
Ooh,
love that nickname. You're talking like if
that is a great nickname.
if I'm a D coordinator, and it's like
That's good.
all right, who do we got to match up against this week? Oh, well, we got to play Megatron. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, and that name literally became his name. No one ever said, "Oh, Calvin Johnson caught the
that's
ball."
very-
No, it was
that's very
Megatron caught the ball.
No one talks about like even on like being on that bad Lions team. Like
Right.
it wasn't like, oh, the Lions is like, oh fuck, Megatron and Matthew Stafford. So I think that's just my favorite nickname of all time.
That's a good one.
Yep, I think that was worthy of number one. I feel a lot better about it now. Thank you guys.
Also,
Damn.
Mason, you brought up a good point. We are not taking players whose nickname became synonymous with their first name. So, like, Magic Johnson is not on this list.
Yeah.
Fat Lever is not on this list.
I get to go again. Pick number
What the fuck?
2. I love this wheel.
I want to
I
recount.
did too.
All right,
Mason.
second pick.
Okay, so I did mess this up because I would have picked something like the Black Mamba because I mean Kobe Bryant, but I'm just gonna go with my list here, and I'm gonna start
Okay.
UFC. Brett
Okay.
is probably very familiar with this man for a much different reason than I am. CM Punk. I know it's kind of gimmicky. You know, he's got to have the show. It's all about the fans, blah, blah, blah. His nickname was the best in the world.
Dude.
That was his
Mason
fighter
just
nickname.
gave me butterflies in my
That's
stomach saying
awesome.
a wrestler number one.
And I understand the WWE thing, but then you see a guy like Brock Lesnar. He was a WWE star. He came to the UFC and smashed people to a pulp.
Won a championship.
In his first 2 fights, he managed to get submitted by a 23-year-old kid who became nothing in the UFC. And his second fight, he got beat all 3 rounds to a pulp. It was declared a no contest because the guy that kicked his ass so bad was popped for smoking marijuana. So he got beat so bad by a man high in his second fight, and he retired shortly after. So yes, I think the name
I like
CM
that.
Punk being the best in the world might have been a little crazy. Regardless, well, how do you keep winning this?
I don't know.
He's rigged it.
If it's you again, we riot.
God dang it.
No way!
All right, hold on. Someone take his fucking wheel privileges away.
Yeah.
Someone take
Get
it.
this thing out of here. I'm pissed off now. You've ruined the wheel for me.
I have to wait till this stops spinning so I don't get interrupted by applause. Hold on.
There we go.
You guys can hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. I was just doing this for fun.
No, we can hear the applause.
All right, go ahead, Cameron. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I liked it. You can actually spin it. I'll time it up so after my pick, it applause.
I'll use it like an Oscar speech, where like if you're rambling too much, I'll start spinning. And...
Got you. My first overall pick, inaugural, needs no introduction. The Great White Hope, the hick from French Lick, 3-time NBA
one
champion,
written down.
Larry Bird.
That's such a good pick.
That
Listen.
is-
Listen, you don't need to overthink the pick. The man's got the nickname the Great White Hope, which is ironically not racist. It's just what his nickname was.
Totally not.
But it doesn't have any racial connotation to it. But my favorite nickname of his is the hick from French Lick.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
That one goes hard. So I'll take Larry Bird, the hick from French Lick, and I feel good about my pick. Brett, it is back to you.
I do like the hick from French Lick. I mean,
If your
it's-
nickname rhymes, man, I'm with it.
That's the most important thing in a nickname. I do. If a name goes with your first and last name, like it really fits in there.
Yeah.
Or like another great one. Wait, I'm not even gonna say this one. I'm just gonna bring this one up. I'm saving this one. This might be my burner.
Yeah, save it.
This might be my last round burner.
Save it.
Okay.
So now we can start getting into the fun ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Get into.
Well, I mean, are you trying to win? Or are you trying to?
I'm gonna win, but I just have to know what we're doing. Well, this pick, I think this pick will.
Hey guys, I think we're just overthinking it. Just start ripping some names, get some
All
nicknames.
right.
All right. So my second pick. Do I have to pick just one nickname, or can I pick a guy and his many nicknames?
I did Larry Bird and his many nicknames.
Okay. So my second pick is St. Louis forward Robert Avila. We've talked about him before on this show. He's that goofy white guy from SLU. has the best the best selection of nicknames here.
That's cream.
Well, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is his nickname. Sorry, I started.
Whoa.
Steph Blurry because of his glasses.
Yeah.
Larry Nerd was a funny one, and Milt Chamberlain. I thought that was the funniest selection of nicknames I've ever seen.
Okay,
Steph
that guy's
Blurry
incredible.
with those thick ass glasses.
Yeah, Steph
Yeah, if
Curry
you
is the
haven't
best.
seen his picture, you need to pull it up. It's a very large, kind of pudgy white guy with the rec spec goggles who is a fucking sniper.
Did you call? Wait, it was Milk Chamberlain.
Milt.
Oh, Milt. Okay, I thought it was Milk Chamberlain. Okay, they lost me there because Milk.
This guy.
Whoa.
Yeah. That guy who will give your favorite team 15-8.
Oh yeah, he's the man.
How old is this guy?
He's 22.
That's a good one. I like
And
it.
he already has these nicknames. Wow.
He got him during the March Madness run last year.
He's got a long road ahead of him.
He's been in college
because he's
ball
gonna
for a
have
while.
so many more great nicknames.
He is not going to make it in the NBA. But
This will unfortunately be his last year, but we digress. Cameron, you won the wheel.
thank you. Mason.
Wait, what the hell?
Don't worry, Mason. It is still your pick. If we're keeping score, Brett has 7 points. I have 1.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a massive POS that had a great name that matched his name. You ready? Mark Sanchez, when he was drafted, was called the Sanchise.
Ooh.
He was that heavily touted. They believed that he was going to change the face of that franchise. And not only did he not, he is famous for the butt fumble,
Yeah.
but he also did just assault an elderly man, and he got stabbed for it.
Beast mode.
my
So I think that, being called the franchise and being that big of a piece of, and not being a franchise player. But that's how my list. Yeah, stabbed.
Brett should not have a wheel. We need to
Who
veto
wins?
this.
Come on, Steph.
Yes,
Steph.
yes. Wait.
Let's go, baby. All right.
Yeah. So the franchise is my number 2.
I like
Mine is going to be a deep cut. I don't know how many of you were and one basketball heads like I was. I had the shorts. I had the compression shorts. I would watch the mixtapes. Early 2000s. It's where, if you know the professor on YouTube, the 5'10"
Oh
white
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
That's where he's
sick.
from. He made his name in the and one
That's
tour.
Did not know that.
My player, younger brother of NBA player and former NBA player and former head coach Mark Jackson, and one legend, standing at 6'10", 375 pounds.
Damn.
Man named Troy Jackson. But when he was on the and one circuit, nickname was Escalade, like the fucking
sick.
car.
I thought you were gonna say tiny.
No, that's too basic. Called Escalade because he was a goddamn Cadillac on the court.
Whoa, I enjoy that. I
6'10",
love that.
Jokic before Jokic. I mean, shoot the three, drive, behind the back passes. His most famous clip is a behind the back pass with his right hand, and then he points to the camera on the court side with the same hand after the bucket.
And he
Did my
can
text
change,
pop up on the screen? Sorry.
and then he can put on pads and play defensive tackle for you.
Right, he
That guy's a
could go
monster.
Yeah.
As a senior in high school, he was 500 pounds.
Whoa,
That is not a joke.
that okay. Holy
There's too
shit.
big, and that's just.
Yeah, he was not a good college. I want to be very clear, not a good college player, but in the and one street ball scene,
Was incredible
legendary.
and had a crazy name.
Yes. So that's my second pick.
Woo.
All right,
It's a tough one.
I had this third pick as an honorable mention, but I read it over again, and I just love it so much, just because it's so it's just so dumb. It's a hockey player, Keith Kachuk, nicknamed Walt. Don't know why. I think if you just saw him here, I'll pull him up real quick.
Walt.
He just Walt.
That's fucking
Yep.
awesome.
Yep, just Walt. Here, let me go ahead.
I like how most hockey nicknames are just like something Z, like Beer Z, Dern Z. Walt.
Walt. Yeah, they got very lazy with this.
Yeah, we'll just call him Walt, I guess. Fuck it.
I mean, this is a Walt. You mean,
That's a Walt.
That is a
look
Walt.
at that guy. That's Walt.
Oh, isn't this the guy with the dickhead brother?
No, he's two sons are both in the NHL, Brady and Matthew.
And they're the dickheads.
They're the dickheads, yes.
Got you. So Walt is the upstanding gentleman.
Are they the ones
Walt is
that
their father.
fought? They're the ones that fought during the
Yes.
Canada versus USA, right?
Yep. They were the two instigated the fights. Yep.
Wait, those guys were sick, though.
Sons of Walt. Yep.
Sons of
Sons of
Walt.
Walt. Sounds like a Game of Thrones house.
The Sons of Walt.
House Walt.
All right.
The Kachucks.
The Kachucks, led by Walt. Mason.
Led by Walt.
Oh, I'll switch this one. I'm if you couldn't tell from this, I'm a Texans fan.
What?
This is the same
when?
name as a player. I put the list together. People know. It's just a list of terrible players with cool nicknames. But I'm going to switch this one. I had Tom Hammonds. His nickname was the Terminator. But there is a far superior Terminator in my eyes. Will Anderson Jr. being named the Terminator. He was named by, PFF. I don't really like him. I do when they say Texans players are the best. He was ranked the #1 defensive lineman in the entire league this season, regardless of Myles Garrett's accolade.
Sorry, I pressed the button. My apologies.
And I think, jeez, man,
You bastard.
I even added Walt.
I think a name like the Terminator, if you have that nickname, you have to be good. You have to be great. I mean,
Yeah, they don't give that nickname to anybody.
You have to be the second coming of Jesus if you get the name Terminator.
By the way,
and
I
think
think
Will Anderson
nominated Defensive Player of the Year. Congratulations.
crazy.
I don't think
Dude,
he'll win.
he's gonna.
but
No, he's
awesome
not
that he
going
got
to.
nominated.
Miles Garrett beat the sack record.
Right.
You have to give it to him. That guy's gonna make so much money. It's ridiculous. But yeah, Terminator is my third pick.
I like that. I like that.
I like that a lot.
Cameron, you're up.
I will keep it up. You said you have to be the second coming of Jesus Christ, so I'm going to pivot to an old school baseball name. And I swear to God, that is this guy's name.
Fuck, I was about to take this. I know
I'm
exactly
so-
what you're going to say.
I'm so glad we have this conflict then, since we probably won't have any other one. Sandy Koufax.
Oh, no, I don't have this one. Thank God.
Okay. Nicknamed the left arm of God when he was in his prime.
Whoa.
He had a peak that was so dominant that he was legitimately nicknamed, left-handed pitcher, obviously, the left arm of God, and is the greatest left-handed pitcher that the Dodgers had ever seen up until one Clayton Kershaw entered the scene.
Wow. I think that might just actually win the whole thing. That should have been the first overall pick. The left hand of God.
I got to keep some burners in the back seat. I don't know what you guys are going to pull out.
No, that hurt my stomach. That was
That was
so
a good
sick.
one, yeah.
I want people to
As a
refer to me
lefty
as that.
myself,
I'm not even a
fun.
lefty.
I don't know if you guys keep
Wow.
up, and I didn't want to go that deep into Japanese baseball nicknames, but high school baseball is a huge thing in Japan, and those nicknames go fucking insane. There's one guy who was called the man who never misses, and it's just because he hit every ball ever thrown to him.
Oh my!
And then he faced off with a pitcher who was called something like nuclear warhead, and it's like, holy shit.
That's a crazy name for a Japanese play, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Brett, it is your turn.
I love that. So we're in the fourth round now.
We are in the fourth round.
How many rounds are we going?
I can go 5 or 6. I got some
Okay,
names.
okay.
I didn't think my names were gonna be that good, but Walt really kind of is carrying this. I'm gonna go sticking with the religious aspect, but maybe just on a different end of it. Old time baseball player Al Rosen, nicknamed the Hebrew Hammer.
Yes.
Whoa!
Let me show you the Hebrew Hammer. Look at this
That's
guy.
hey. That's a great pull.
Look at those arms, man. He didn't miss curl day. Come on. Come on
I
now.
think he did.
One or two times. He's dead now, so R.I.P. Al Rosen, but R.I.P. the Hebrew Hammer.
Oh.
God bless you, but here, Mason. I don't really have much to say about that. It kind of speaks for itself. I won again.
Dude, it's just a cold ass fucking nickname.
Okay, for this one,
For itself.
I'm gonna need you guys to answer me a little question before I start.
Mason, real quick, can I interject one thing?
No, yes you can.
Sorry, I just wanted to issue a statement. The NBP, which is the Japanese Baseball League, the pitcher Rydell Martinez, and this is not on my list, but I wanted to correct what I had said. His nickname is the God of Death.
That's still insane.
Whoa.
Not on my list, not on anybody's
Still
list,
Insane.
but like an example of the Japanese.
I'm gonna go for that guy, God of Death. That's my next pick.
Actually, funny you mention it.
Yeah, I had him on here. I had him on here. I need you guys to answer me this question though, real quick. You guys are familiar with ancient, like war generals, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is one of the most? Just give me a list, maybe top 3 of your most impactful, best war generals of all time.
Like of all time, or of like ancient history?
Of like ancient history.
Oh, ancient.
Sun Tzu is up there,
Okay.
obviously.
Genghis Khan.
You would,
right?
yeah, you would argue Genghis Khan's probably up there. Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great.
Oh, there you go. Stop with that one.
Bingo.
Alexander the Great, one of the greatest war generals of all time. My next pick,
I
and
thought
I'm going
Mason
back
was
to the.
switching sports and just going war general.
I'm going back to the UFC, baby.
I love Volkanovski.
Because oh, wow. Yes, I
I'm so
am.
sorry. Why? I'm so sorry.
Alexander Volkanovski's nickname, when he's announced by Bruce Buffer says, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. I mean, and that guy, I'll tell you what, he just defended his title again. The other night, 2 nights ago, last night, Saturday night, beat the brakes off of Diego Lopez. He's 36 years old. There's only been 3 people in the UFC history to have a belt over the age of 35. Alexander the Great Volkanovski is one of them.
Sorry, I stopped your momentum there, Mason.
Yeah, you
Great-
did.
Great pick.
That's
Great
a
pick,
sick pick.
Thank you.
I'm not picking Japanese players' nicknames simply because I would go on a tangent.
It's too
for
easy.
a year.
It's too easy.
Yeah, I just want some honorable mentions from Japan so that we can say we said them. God of Death is a very common one.
That's insane.
There is also Enemy of the People for Suguru Ugawa, and then there is one God of Death. There's one that I want to call out again. Oh, for Masahiro Tanaka, who was the Yankees pitcher for a long time. In Japan, he was called Son of God.
Son of God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
The
now that we
expectations
have
are
like
bad.
the hardest fucking nicknames out of the way, let me go back to my paltry offerings. Keeping with the tradition of religiosity and things of that nature, BYU legend, not the Storm and Mormon, Jimmer Fredette in his Chinese Basketball Association career, because he was so dominant scoring the ball and would oftentimes lead the league in scoring by hundreds of points at the end of the year, collectively, earned the nickname the Lonely God, simply because nobody rivaled him.
That's crazy.
So, Jimmer Fredette, the Lonely God.
The lonely
The
guy.
lonely God is
That's just kind of got aura to it. too, man.
terrifying.
Yeah, right. Like, and Jimmy
Yeah,
Fredette
hey,
was
dude, sorry, I know you're coming off of like COVID. You got to guard the Lonely God tonight.
Oh, I'm still sick.
Oh, dude, that's so rough. Hey, you got to play the left arm of God tonight. Fuck.
the left.
Oh,
Am
hey,
I
dude.
facing a right-handed pitcher tonight? Well, actually, you're
Yeah.
not gonna believe this.
Hey, about that.
Yeah.
Do you believe in God? Ugh, I'd start praying for an easy
Yeah,
night,
you
buddy.
better start praying. Yeah, it's time. I love that.
I do. I like the nickname of God. Like if you put anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something of
Yeah.
God. There's aura there. Like,
Yeah.
hick from French lick, you're like, oh, it rhymes. The left arm of who?
Yeah, hold on, holy shit.
Of the Lord.
All right, Brett.
You guys want to do one more round, then we'll do honorable mentions after. So
Okay.
we'll complete this 5 rounds here. I'll be the first pick of the last round. I was kind of deciding which way I wanted to go here. I'll mention all of them in the honorable mentions. But Dennis Rodman, one of my favorite basketball players of all time, the Worm.
The
The
worm.
worm is great.
The Worm is awesome.
The worm is great.
I
And that's such
like-
a fitting name too, because
It
you know
is.
he probably loved that nickname.
I love names that are just so simple and are just funny like that. Like Dennis Rodman being called the Worm is like the funniest thing ever. Like,
Yeah.
The Worm, come on. All right. Well, that's the last pick of my.
So,
Oh, the worm was your last pick?
Yep, that was pick.
Oh,
so to
you didn't
recap,
hype that up at all.
Brett's team, quote unquote.
Yeah, give me my
Calvin
top 5.
Johnson,
Oh fuck,
Megatron.
That's such a good one though.
Robbie Avila, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Steph Blurry. The one you really liked, I didn't write down. My apologies. Which one was it?
Which one was it? Oh fuck, I just
Milt-
deleted all of them.
Milt
too.
Chamberlain?
Milt
Milt
Chamberlain.
And Larry Nerd.
And Larry Nerd. Walt, the father of the Kachucks. Al Rosen, the Hebrew Hammer.
That one's sick.
And Dennis Rodman, the Worm. I'm going to be honest. If this is a
variety.
basketball starting 5, you could do worse.
This is the dream
Yes.
team here, man.
Yes.
This might be like 80s Portland Trailblazers type roster here. One
The
chip. The
Jailblazers.
Jailblazers.
That's crazy.
Mason, go ahead with your last pick, man. I want to hear what you got. What you got?
All right. I'm going back to the UFC because I knew none of you guys would have picked UFC names, so I had a few on here. Brazilian-born UFC fighter Paulo Costa. His name, and don't worry, I know you guys don't speak Portuguese. I'll give you the translation. Is Boratina, which translates into English as
tell me what it means. I love it.
as the Eraser.
Yeah.
His nickname is
So
the
sick.
Eraser.
Actually, I'm glad you told me. That's fucking.
That's fucking awesome.
So his name is Polo the Eraser Costa. And I'll tell you what, if you guys, I know you've never seen one of his fights. He does eliminate people's faces. He's a giant. I mean, his physique, he's got one of the best physiques I've ever seen from any human ever. And he kicks people's asses for a living. He's perfect. He's awesome. But the Eraser is my 5th and final pick.
The Eraser. I love that. What a
pretty
solid
good.
end of the draft there, Mason.
Thank you.
The Eraser. That could have been your number 1. I'm so serious. That's awesome.
Thank you.
What a that's
So-
that's 5th round value right there, man.
Mason's
49
lineup.
drafted.
Mason's lineup. The best in the world at number 1.
Love that, man. I love CM Punk. I'm a big wrestling guy.
The Sanchez, Mark Sanchez at number 2. Will Anderson Jr., the Terminator.
Hey, I brought it back.
I'll have to ask you to pronounce the 4th one. Volkanovski?
Volkanovski.
Volkanovski. Alexander the Great. And then the Eraser. We can tell Mason is very much like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. I'm going to crush you. I'm going to kill you.
Wait, why is my name so aggressive?
We all have like a theme
I was mad
here.
when I made this list.
Yeah, we have a theme. Yours is aggression. Mine is just religion. Like,
Oh fuck! I miss my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend, so much. Who'd you say she was going out with tonight? The Eraser.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck!
He can have her.
You're not getting her back, bro. It's over. She's the Erasers now.
my last one is the nickname of one of my favorite left-handed pitchers of all time, but not what I would call a particularly great one. The MLB used to do something called Players Weekend, which was like
Ooh, that was-
the players
yeah.
could all have like nicknames on the back of their jerseys, and it was very funny. Like Corey Seager just had Kyle's brother on his back, and it was like creative. My favorite nickname from that era is from a Dodger left-handed pitcher who I think as of this past season was still pitching at the age of like 45. Lefty who threw nothing but breaking balls. Rich Hill, whose nickname was Dick Mountain. Richard Hill, Dick Mountain. And he put it, he put on the back of his jersey, D Mountain.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
God.
Dick
So-
Mountain is
That's
crazy.
so fucking funny.
Whoa. Oh, fuck.
My lineup, the Hick from French Lick,
Oh, God.
Escalade, the left arm of God, the lonely God, and Dick Mountain.
Y'all, I emptied the clip early. Y'all fucking killed me in this late round. My god.
Ugh.
What can I say? I know how to build a team.
Let's see.
Wow.
The Worm or Dick Mountain?
When did they get rid of Players Weekend? Because that wasn't too long ago, right?
I think it was like during COVID it petered out or something.
4 years ago,
They
5 years
kind
ago.
of pivoted to like playing at that Iowa ball field.
Yeah, which is cool.
I was there this
just
summer or 2
Players
summers ago,
Weekend
by the way.
was sick, though.
dude, Players Weekend was awesome because you just had people going crazy with
Oh,
the
yeah.
nicknames.
Yeah.
I love that stuff, man. When you
Dick
let these
Mountain
guys
is
show
crazy.
their personality, I think that's the best. Well, that concludes the draft. I'll go through some of my honorable mentions here real quick.
I've got a few.
I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and name yours as well. I was gonna go with this one, Mason, until you pick the Terminator. But it's kind of the same vein. Dominic Hasek, who's an old NHL goaltender, one of the best of all time. His nickname was the Dominator. Love that, and he was I think he's an old Russian player too. So it kind of like it just fit in with this whole
It's
Dominator.
the vibe.
Frank Thomas, Big Hurt. I love that one.
Yeah.
Randy Johnson, Big Unit. Walter
Yeah.
Payton, Sweetness. Tony Allen, the Grindfather. And Andrew Wiggins, Maple Jordan.
Ooh.
All my
It's so
honorable
funny. I have a list of like nicknames I dislike, and one of them is just anything with its something Jordan is like on that.
mentions. Good thing it stayed in the drafts then.
No, I like Maple Jordan. I think something Jordan is always overdone, where it's like,
Yeah.
like they called Jimmy Butler Jimmy Jordan. Hey man, fuck off.
Fuck off.
Okay,
Mason, you
I'll,
to run.
okay, I'll give my honorable mentions. This one's a personal one for me. Jadeveon Clowney. His nickname was the Freak. And he came in and freaked all over the Texans and ruined JJ Watt's rest of his career because he was supposed to be the savior. He
transition,
was
Mason.
not.
All time.
Then I have Chris Moitino. He's another UFC fighter. His nickname is the Savage. I've watched that man getting flattened out at least 5 times, and he hasn't been in the UFC long enough to be flattened out 5 times. He is just a knockout artist in the opposite direction. He is the one getting knocked out 90% of the time. I'll do one more. Ken Bannister. His nickname was the Manimal.
Yeah,
I think something about that is insane. But he played 5 years, averaged 16 minutes, 5 points, 2 rebounds, no assist, and shot below 43%.
yeah. He later ceded that to Kenneth Farid, right?
Yes. Yeah, the Manimal is I
Great
love that
name.
nickname, but you have to do something.
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
just-
You have to earn that one.
Yeah, that's a crazy one to have. That's mine.
Nice. I'll blitz through my honorable mentions, and I'll save all of the nicknames I hated for another time. I have no. Okay. I have the Wild Horse, given to Yasiel Puig by Vin Scully prior to his passing,
Puig was the wild horse?
for the fact that he ran like a motherfucker, and you could never figure out what he's
That's
actually gonna do. Yasiel
so
Puig has
sick.
not met a cutoff man he would hit. Never. He could gun it to you from the fence to third base, and you'd
Oh,
still
yeah.
be out.
Dude, wait, that's such a dude. Fuck, I've thought of Puig in forever. That's awesome.
Dude, Yasiel Puig burned bright, but burned out fast.
He was the one that used to make out with his bat, right? Like
he'd kiss his bat or like slap it on his body.
But he'd like lick it. Like,
And if he stole a base on you, he had like the tongue waggle. It was awesome. Yeah. He was sick. I have Walker Bueller, Butane, because he throws fucking hard. I think Butane's and they spell it the same way they spell his last name. I think it's a very good nickname. Oldie but a goodie, named after the TV show. Chuck Pearson was called the Rifleman because he fucking sniped from downtown. And then I've got Tingus Pingus, obviously.
Yes, that's a great.
It's fucking awesome. I have Nick Stauskas, who will forever be known to me as Sauce Castillo. That was his nickname.
Nick Stauskas, yeah.
Because a CCTV transcribing error. And then my final two, the New Zealand basketball team is called the Tall Blacks. Play on the fact that
the All Blacks.
Their rugby team is the All Blacks,
That's
which I think is
sick, actually.
very funny. And then the penultimate honorable mention that I couldn't throw in here just because it wouldn't work. 2017-2018 Warriors death lineup featuring Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala, and Draymond Green was called the Hampton Five because they flew to the Hamptons in New York to convince KD to sign with them.
Whoa.
So when the Hampton Five stepped on the court, shut the lights off.
Dude, the Tall Blacks might be the best because
Blacks is awesome.
That's a cool ass. Yeah. Oh wow, that's good. That's creative.
Yep. We should take this away from you.
You can't. I'm too powerful now. Alrighty. Who's getting a tattoo?
What do you mean, who? You spun it.
No one. Okay. Well, good. You guys are safe this episode.
Wait, who?
Wait, so if it had been tattooed, did we all get one?
Yeah. You should have said, does Brett get a tattoo? No. Now you gotta redo it. The first one needs to be, is Brett gonna get a tattoo?
Please be Tall Blacks. Please be Tall Blacks.
Oh!
All right.
Is Mason gonna get a tattoo?
Please be Tall Blacks.
Oh, I'm way no.
You're safe.
Oh, dude, hey, if I get Tall Blacks, I'm getting that logo on my
wheel.
All right. It's Cameron.
Tall Blacks.
Get a tattoo.
Show me the Maori. Let's go.
No.
All right.
There's too many no's.
All safe.
Brett, next episode, just remove one of the no's, and we just keep spinning.
Until, yeah.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, boys, that'll do it, man. 2 hours. We hopped on pretty
That's
late.
crazy.
With the clock just struck midnight as we're recording this. This will be out tomorrow morning, probably around 9-10 o'clock. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep a little bit, just a little bit, you know. But thank you guys, Fourth and Forever. It's a fun segment we just did. Now that we're in the off season, we're gonna get to do a lot more fun stuff like this. So
true, we need a lot of ideas.
Let's think of more drafts to do. I really like the draft idea. We're gonna incorporate this wheel somehow into the show. It has to happen. We haven't seen the last of the wheel.
I'll resign.
I do. Look, I'm a wheel lover, so I'm okay with the wheel.
When the wheel speaks, we listen. It's our magic conch, all right?
Spin the wheel. Do we include the wheel?
Tab, damn it. Here, let me get it.
Yeah. The wheel says, do we include it this
50-50. Do we include the wheel again?
And both is yes.
All right, let me
Oh, no.
Yes. All right, here, let me get this shared real quick.
You can even put 3 yeses and 1 no. I'm confident that the right answer will come through.
Oh, yes, it will.
Yeah.
Yes, and red.
Yes and red.
All right.
If it's blue, it's actually a no.
Ugh. No, it's just yes. Just yes, just in blue. All right, y'all, Fourth and Forever. The clock has struck midnight. Thank you all again for joining us for this longest episode we've ever done for sure. This will be a fun one.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It'll be a fun one to upload. I'm sure Mike and Peter definitely won't have any issues doing that. But thank you all again. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. I know there's not much of it left. Enjoy your big boy jobs. I'm going to bring my kid to school tomorrow, so you'll have a good rest of your afternoon. Mason, nice to see you again. Cameron, nice to see you again as well. Glad we got back together.
Nice to see you.
Super Bowl episode coming Wednesday. See y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.